In the middle of 2020, I started recording every single song I listened to every time I listen to it. So I have the exact amount of times I have listened to all the music I've ever listened to, no matter the genre, even outside of K-pop. But today, I'm going to take you through all of my listening habits with K-pop groups through the years since midway June of 2020. One key thing to keep in mind, or I guess two. One, this is only K-pop groups. K-pop soloists, K-hip-hop, the metal I listen to, Japanese music I listen to, none of that's included. It's just K-pop groups. And two, I am a multi-stan. So a lot of people tend to listen to their favorite group over and over and over and stream their music over and over, and they get tens of thousands of plays and stuff. I don't do that. I listen to a huge variety of K-pop, whatever I just end up enjoying, and that's what I listen to. Let's see what my numbers are, how much I've listened to the groups, and what the statistics are. And we'll start off with the year 2020, and here are the top 10 groups with the most plays in the year 2020 I had. Again, remember, this is only half the year, so it's a little bit less than the other years are going to be, but yeah, some key things to point out. Stray Kids is not number one. Shocking. It's 2020 and the end of 2019 were my low years with Stray Kids. I wasn't really feeling the music of 2020 and the end of the Clay era, so I have a little less plays, but I still played the fuck out of it, the I Am You album, the I Am Who album, the old stuff from Stray Kids. That's why they're still up there at number 4. But as you can see, number 1 is actually a different big 3 group of Red Velvets, because I listened to them a fuck ton. They're not my favorite group. I am not invested in any of the members. I am not I love Red Velvet, but I just listen to them so much, and I have been for years. They're so good. Number 2, obviously, BTS with 70 less plays. Most of that, the majority, is the HYH album and Dark and Wild album, with a few wings, and then 1 or 2 songs from the Love Yourself era, but yeah, I promise you, it wasn't 600 listens to Dynamite in 2020. Number 3 was Monsta X. As you can see, again, similar to BTS, it's mainly old Monsta X stuff that brings them this high up. And then we had got 7, and then you can see that the bottom 5 are, I'm not going to read out every single stat, but one keynote that I'm not going to get to talk about later, Girls' Day is on here, and they don't get to make this list again, and I'm really sad that I don't listen to Girls' Day as much as I used to, but yeah, I love Girls' Day. Go check them out if you want to check out some good second-gen music. They're my faves and what got me into K-pop. But yeah, EXO makes some more... Actually, this is EXO's only appearance too. Yeah, a lot of the 2020 groups that made the bottom half don't appear later on. But let's move into 2021, and you can see these numbers are much more big. The number 1 spot increased by nearly double the amount, because it's Stray Kids now, rightfully where they would be for 2021, as they started listening to them a lot more with the new releases that they had in 2021. And Monsta X fills in. One new face that was on here, Newest. I had a hell of a Newest era in 2021, as well as 2018. It's a shame I don't have any of my statistics of K-pop from 2014 to 2019. But yeah, Newest would have been on there as well as 2019, 2018, something like that. Whew, those boys, I don't know what they did in 2021 to make me boost them back. I think there was a comeback I liked, got back into the Bet era, but Newest back up in 2021 in my listening habits. In 4th place, obviously, Red Velvet's still in here. Dreamcatcher made an appearance in 2021. I don't know why they were missing from 2020, but hey, Dreamcatcher's back. Idol's in here. Blackpink's in here. Blackpink was probably the most played in 2019, I'll be honest. I was a huge Blackpink stan during the Kill This Love, not Kill Your Love, what the fuck, that era. Top Dog, such a good hip-hop group. I wish they had more. They do hip-hop and harmonies, my favorite things. They were my perfect K-pop group, and I lost them so early. I don't listen to them as much as I used to, but I did listen to them a bunch of 2021, apparently. And then GOT7, which is, you saw in 2020, and then ITZY. Yeah, ITZY, I ended up loving 2021, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of weird. They're number 10. Moving into 2022, look who's back on top. 2 years in a row, Stray Kids is back on top with even more plays than 2021, because, sheesh, last year Stray Kids went off for me. That freaking Ordinary album, Maxident album, I had on repeat, man. Those are such good albums for me from Stray Kids. Red Velvet's still up the top 5, obviously. BTS, by the way, was missing in 2021. I don't know why. I just had a little revolt against BTS, I guess. But they came back in 2022, I guess. I just ended up playing them a whole bunch. Idol moved up a bit. P1 Harmony's first appearance here, because P1 Harmony, man, makes some great B-sides. And they had a great album that year. And you know who else had a great album that year? Billy. And most of the plays for Billy were probably in the second half of the year, but man, they earned all 700 of those plays they had in 2022. Blackpink still hanging around. Monsta X still hanging around. Dropped quite a bit, but I still listened to them 574 times. Got 7, still hanging around at the bottom of the top 10. And Dreamcatcher still creeping their way in there at number 10. But let's move on to this year so far, the final saga by years. We have, wow, look at that. Billy's number 1 by nearly 40, a clean 700 from when I recorded this. Billy's number 1. I mean, Billy's having an amazing year. I am playing the fuck out of them, and I'm still playing the fuck out of that album from last year. So it makes sense. I am loving Billy right now. Stray Kids is still near the top, number 2, this time not at number 1. We'll see what happens at the end of the year with this new Stray Kids album dropping next week. Red Velvet, BTS, Monsta X, all names we saw before. 17 is back. They had a 2-year disappearance. Yeah, I went on a hiatus from listening to 17 for a year or two. But they're back this year. They've dropped some nice stuff. Pixie, such a good girl group. I'm just jamming to. I've been loving their discography. Idol's older stuff. New Jeans, the majority of those plays are, oh my god, I'm going to be honest. OMG is the majority of those New Jean plays. And then Blackpink just barely creeps into that 10 spot, knocking out a bunch of the other ones we've heard before. And those are my 10 most listened to groups this year. Yeah, so these are my listening statistics. And hey, these are my Patreons on the screen right now. Shout out to my Patreons for making this possible. Again, I do this every time. And if you want to be a Patreon and be on the screen like this, it's just $2 a month. And you could be featured in every video, have your name on here supporting me for every video, and you get to see the VODs for Twitch and all of that. Or, if you don't have $2, just come join us on Discord. I'd love to have you as part of our community and be able to chat with you and see all of your opinions for the new K-pop comebacks and such. Links are in the description down below. Thank you all for joining me, guys. I hope this is a little interesting. I love statistics. I'm going to continue to do this, and we'll see what happens the rest of this year and upcoming years of my listening habits. If you want me to do this in other genres, the soloists of K-pop or K-hip-hop or something, let me know. I have the stats and all that too. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later. K-pop, it chills a safe way. Bye, guys.